What's up, guys? Hope you all are doing well. We have got some exciting news to share about the Shaw Classic. Things are lining up. We've been working hard behind the scenes. There's a lot of moving parts, but I told you that I would share information as I had it, and we have information to share, so here we go. We have decided on the referees. I felt like this was a big decision because, you know, the referees can dictate a contest and control a contest, and they have to make a lot of important decisions and calls during the contest. So I thought long and hard about this, and I've decided to bring in two guys that kind of influenced me in some ways and helped me out at the beginning of my strongman career. They have both been involved in the sport of strongman and given back to the sport of strongman in so many different ways. So these two referees are going to be, number one, Van Hatfield, who is a very accomplished strongman. He's done so many different things and was kind of the top guy in America when I first started in the sport. And then the other referee is going to be Chad Coy, and Chad has been involved in strongman basically since the beginning of strongman. He's got a track record that speaks for itself. But like I said, both these guys have ran their own contests. They've given back to the sport. I know that they will come in, they will be fair, they will be strict judges that will be worthy of refereeing this competition. So very excited to have both of those guys on board, and I know that they're going to do a great job. The next bit of information, as we've actually decided to make this contest a 2-day competition. So with the mountain home that we have in the mountain gym that we're going to be finishing out, I really wanted to make this a great experience for all of the competitors and everybody involved. So what we're going to do is we're going to do day one down here at my home gym, and then we're going to basically get everybody up to the mountains, and we're going to do day two in the mountains. So it's going to be a 6-event contest, 3 events down here, 3 events up there. It adds a lot of different moving parts with having to get the guys up there, the transportation, organizing the food, all of that. But I really want this to be a great experience for all of these competitors and everybody involved, like I said, and I feel like this is a great way to do it. So it adds a lot to our plate for sure to make that happen, but I feel like it's going to be a great move, and I think that it'll be very, very fun, especially for any of these guys that haven't visited Colorado or been able to go to the mountains in Colorado. It's a great, great area, so really excited about that. So let's get to the actual events. So the events, I have tried to pick very straightforward events that kind of goes back to the roots of the sport of strongman. I think it's a great mix of events. So event number one is going to be a max log press. So this is very exciting. I've reached out to Steve Slater and his team and purchased a custom log that we will have done for the competition. It's going to be a beautiful log that we're all going to be able to press on, and we're going to do that as a rising bar, so going up to a max weight. Now, with some of the guys coming to the contest, I feel like this is going to be a very exciting event. Obviously, Zadrunas coming, his log pressing training from what I've seen is going up, and I know that he has said for quite a while that he wants to come back and hit a big weight, so this might be an opportunity for him to do that. And then of course you've got the back and forth between Rob Kearney, who is the current American log press record holder, and Robert Oberst, who is the former American log press holder. So I feel like those two guys are going to, be able to mix it up. And of course, myself, I'll be excited to push myself on that. It's been a long time since I've been able to do a max log press, so that's something I'm really excited about. We've got, several other guys on the list that can press a big log. So I feel like it's going to be very, very competitive, and we'll probably see some big weights going up on that event. Next up, super yoke. So we're just going to do a super yoke that will be pretty heavy. I think it'll be in the neighborhood of 500 kilos, so around 1,100 pounds. And we'll do that down and back, just because we don't have a long enough straightaway to do it in one run down. So we'll go down, cross the line, drop it, bring it back. That weight could change slightly, but I'm thinking somewhere in that neighborhood with that weight. We've got a lot of guys that are amazing at yoke. Obviously, Mateus is going to be a killer with that event. He was always very good with the heavy yokes at the Arnold and that type of thing. So I think that he'll be a guy that we'll need to chase down. But several other guys are very, very capable on that event. I'm sure that we'll see some great performances. Moving on to event 3, it is going to be a farmer's medley. So what this is going to be is 3 different implements. There'll be 2 sets of farmers and 1 frame. So basically, you're going to have to carry 1 set of farmers down, drop them, pick up the second set of farmers, bring them back, drop those, pick up the frame, and carry it down to finish. So it's 3 lengths of the course. We haven't figured out the exact weights on this, but it will be heavy. The course is not going to be super long, so it's going to be a great test of overall strength and a great test of grip strength. This is a event that I feel like embodies the sport of strongman, and I think it will be very, very awesome. Moving on to event number 4, and event number 4 is going to be a max Hummer tire deadlift. So as you can tell, I've got on this deadlift shirt. This is actually a shirt that we sold on shawstrength.com years ago, and I felt like it was very appropriate to bring it back. So what we decided to do is to do a run of these shirts. So those are now live on shawstrength.com. If you're excited and want to pick one of those up, please head over and check it out. With the Hummer tire deadlift, there are 2 of those bars in the world. So the Arnold Classic has one of those bars, and they commissioned that bar to be made for that competition. I also commissioned one of those bars to be made. So I have the second one in the world, and it is going to be incredible. In my opinion, the Hummer tire deadlift is maybe one of the most iconic deadlifts that's ever happened in the sport of strongman, and we've got some incredible pullers coming to this contest. Obviously, Zadrunas always loved the Hummer tire deadlift and lifted some incredible weights on that. You got myself, you got JF Crone, you got Jerry Pritchett. Literally down the line, there could be more than half of the guys approaching 1,100 pounds on that deadlift, which is crazy to say, but it's actually true. I mean, it's going to be incredible. We're going to do that as a rising bar up. So we're going to have some predetermined weights, and then it'll probably fall back onto the judges to decide what increments will go up. But I feel like that's going to be a very, very exciting event. I cannot wait to see that bar put back together with the 8 tires on it. It is just amazing to look at, and it's been a long time since that event has actually happened in the sport of strongman. The Arnold did it for the last time in 2015, so it's been like 5 years since that bar has been in competition. So really excited to see all of the guys get down on that, and I'm sure there's going to be some huge weights lifted in that event. Event number 5 is going to be a circus dumbbell for reps. So I haven't decided the exact weight of this, but I feel like it'll be in the neighborhood of 250 pounds, give or take maybe a little bit. I want it to be a good solid weight, but I also want it to be a weight where the guys can get some reps on that. So, you know, it's always tough with the circus dumbbell to pick the right weight, but this will be a head-to-head event, and I'm really looking forward to that. I feel like we got some great dumbbell pressers coming, so I'm sure that the performances and the numbers on that event will be huge. And then the final event of the competition is going to be the Atlas Stone. So Atlas Stone run to finish the contest. Typically, it's a 5-stone run. I am working on the actual stone weights of the run, but most likely we will do more than 5 stones. So I'm thinking more in the neighborhood of probably 6 to 8 stones, depending on what increments make sense. But I want this to be a good battle. We'll probably end in the neighborhood of between like 200 to 210 kilos, so 440 to 460 pounds. But I really feel like that will separate the guys out, and it'll be an amazing event to finish on for this contest. So I feel like with the mix of those 6 events, we're pretty much covering everything from a strength base in the sport of strongman, and I really feel like with all of these events, we're going to find out who the strongest is, and we're really going to be able to separate out the guys based on their performances. So hopefully you all are very excited about those events. I know that I put a lot of thought into this, and I feel like that's the correct mix of events to give to everybody. Now, the final thing I want to touch on is so many of you are excited for the giveaway. We're picking one lucky winner to bring a +1, all expenses paid, to come out and watch this contest live. What we have found out is when you do that big of a giveaway, there are a lot of legal things that you need to cover. So we've been working with our lawyers to make sure that we've got all of our I's dotted and T's crossed so that we do it the correct way. So that's taking a little bit longer than what we had envisioned, but we need to make sure that we do that the right way. So thank you to everybody that's reached out. There is a ton of excitement about that, and we will be getting that information out as soon as we can, and as soon as, like I said, we've got everything organized on our end. This contest also will be available for all of you to watch, and thank you for all the support. It's literally been overwhelming how many of you are reaching out, how many of you are, showing support on our websites and, through social media, through here on YouTube. I'm blown away, and I am super excited to make this happen, to give back to these athletes, give back to the fans, and just give back to the sport of strongman. So hope you all are doing great. Thank you for checking out the video. For now, go out and be great, and we'll check you guys later.